You remember having $4,700. The bank remembers something else. You never existed. You press your thumb against the bank touchscreen. The reader beeps green. Your account balance loads. $0. You blink and refresh. Still $0. You remember the exact number. $4,700. You counted it 3 times last night, stacking the fresh 20s neatly on your kitchen table. The rent is due. Your daughter's inhaler prescription is due. That cash was your only buffer against disaster. You push the slip through the teller slot. She is young, wearing a nameplate that reads Maria. She types into her terminal, her eyebrows pinched together. She types again, slower. Then she looks up at you, not at the screen, but straight into your eyes, and says, "Sir, I cannot pull up any records under that social security number. Are you sure you gave me the right digits?" You repeat the number. You have had it since you were 16. She shakes her head slowly. That number is not in our banking system. It is as if you never opened an account here at all. You pull out your smartphone. You open the banking app. It displays a stark message. No account found. You attempt to log in, but the password field refuses to accept your keystrokes. The app sits completely blank, resembling a dead screen. Suddenly, you hear static from the cassette tape tucked inside your back pocket. You found it this morning inside your father's old tool chest, labeled 317 in faded marker. You have not watched it yet. You are going to view it after depositing the cash. You walk outside into the glaring daylight. The sun feels too bright. You check your wallet. The cash is completely gone. You remember stacking it, but the wallet is empty. Your hand trembles. You try to recall the stack. 320s, the rest in 50s. You picture the pile, but when you close your eyes, the image flickers like a bad signal. You open your eyes. The tape in your pocket feels warm. You sit in your car. The tape is a black VHS with a white label. 317 in block letters. You don't own a VCR, but you remember your father had one in the garage. You go to the garage. The VCR is still there, dust covered, plugged into an old CRT TV. You push the tape in. The screen crackles with static. The footage is a single continuous shot. A kitchen table, a stack of cash, a hand counting it. The camera is fixed, maybe from a corner of the room. You watch yourself count the bills, twice, then slide them into an envelope. The timestamp on the bottom reads 3:17 a.m., the same number as the label. You pause. You rewound to the start. You didn't record this. You don't remember setting up a camera. You press play again. This time, you notice something. Behind the stack of cash, there's a photo taped to the fridge. Your daughter, age 6, smiling with a missing front tooth. You look closer. The photo is from her birthday last year. No, you remember she's 7 now. You look at the photo. It's not last year. It's this year. But your daughter turned 7 2 weeks ago. You were there. You gave her a cake. You remember the cake vanilla with blue frosting. You remember her blowing out the candles. You stop the tape. You go to the kitchen. The fridge is bare. No photo. You open your phone's photo gallery. You scroll to last week. There's a picture of your daughter, same smile, same missing tooth, but when you try to zoom in, the image corrupts, pixelates, and then vanishes. The file name reads 317. You don't remember taking that picture. You check your wallet again. Empty, but you remember the stack. You feel the weight of it in your hand. The static from the tape is still humming from the garage. You walk back. The TV is still on. The tape is still playing, but now the hand on screen is not yours. It's older, more wrinkled, with a ring on the pinky. Your father's hand. He's counting the same stack. He looks up at the camera and says, "Don't watch this again." The screen cuts to black. The static stops. Silence. You hear your own heartbeat. The VCR ejects the tape. The label now reads 318. You grab the tape from the concrete floor. The label is wet sweat from your palm. No, it's sticky, like fresh adhesive. You wipe it, and the number changes to 319 as you watch. You drop it in shock. The tape hits the hard floor again, and the plastic casing splits wide. The magnetic ribbon spills out, tangled, but the static continues audible now from the ribbon itself, like a tiny speaker embedded in the plastic. You step back. You try to call your daughter on your phone. She answers, "Dad." She sounds fine. You ask her about the money, the envelope you were going to use for her inhaler. She says, "What money? You never have money, Dad. You work at the garage, remember? You do work at a garage. You change oil. You remember the heavy smell of grease, the red rag in your back pocket. But you also remember the construction job, the high steel, the hard hat, the paycheck you deposited every Friday." That memory flickers. You cannot hold both. You drive to the construction site. The foreman, Rick, looks at you like a stranger. "You don't work here," he says. "Never did." You show him your ID, the one with your face. "Your name?" He squints. "That's not you. That guy's got a scar on his chin. You don't." You touch your chin. No scar. But you remember getting that scar when you fell off a ladder at age 22. The memory is vivid. The pain. The blood. But your chin is smooth. You go back to the bank. Maria doesn't look up from her phone. You ask for your account again. She says, "I told you, you don't exist here." You pull out your wallet. You pull out your keys. The keychain photo of your daughter is blank. The face is gone. You take the tape from your pocket. The ribbon is re-spooled, and the label reads 320. Every time you lose something, the number ticks forward. You drive home. The house is different, furniture rearranged, counters empty, no toaster. You open the fridge. A single note is taped to the door, in your own handwriting. "Don't watch the tape again." You walk to your daughter's room. It is bare. A single photograph lies on the floor. You at 30, next to a woman holding a baby with red hair. Dated 3/17. You don't remember a woman, but you remember the money, the 20s, the envelope. You look at your hand. Your wedding band is missing, but a pale indentation remains. You touch it. It hurts. You pull the tape out. The label reads 321. The static is loud, and you hear your own voice. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to erase her." You realize the tape is recording you right now. You smash the TV. The static stops. You pick up the tape. The ribbon is blank, exposed to light. Your reflection shows an older face with a scar on the chin. You open your wallet. There is a receipt for $4,700, dated yesterday. The memo reads, "For her treatment." You remember now. The money was for your daughter's surgery. You lost her. You watch the tape again because you have no choice. The screen shows your kitchen, the cash, your hand counting. But now the hand is your father's. He says, "You have to forget. It's the only way to keep her." The static returns. The number ticks to 322. Your memory of your daughter blurs and slips away. You look at your hands younger, no scars. You are becoming someone who never had a child. The tape plays itself. The screen shows your current room, your current face. The label reads 317. It's a loop. You check your phone. The balance shows $4,700. The app says, "Welcome back, Michael." You know only the money and the tape. You press play. The clock ticks 3:17 a.m. You remember nothing else.